Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Care Resources for Class of Project Management from University of Minnesota. I'm Junle again, and today we're going to talk about the tire rotation. So, for the basic meaning for tire rotation is just exchange the position of the rear tire and the front tire. But why we do this? Because the car have a different ways to power it. We have the car with the front wheel drive and back wheel drive and for the four wheel drive. But for each car, for the different kind of the driving system, the car tires wear conditions will be very different. From the front tire and the back tires, so depending on the weight of the car, they will have a unbalanced condition. So that's why we're doing the tire rotation. So for the tire rotation, under the normal condition for the car, when you drive over 5,000 or 7,500 miles, you need to do the tire rotation because the tire is going to wear. For some conditions, like my car here is a 2015 Kia Optima, it's a front wheel drive. We can do the jack on with the one side to do the tire rotation, but for other conditions like all wheel drive, they will have different conditions. You need to consider with how your car is powered with. And for some cars, we have lock nut key, and they should in your car somewhere. When you do the tire rotation, you should find that first because they will to the key to the tires. But when you cannot find that, go to NAPA, find one, they will help you to get the keys for yourself. Okay, so for tire rotations, the tools that we need we're showing here. The first one, you can see down, here is the jack, and then between that is the jack stand. And it's a screwdriver that we need. Make sure about the size and this fit with the car tire screws. And the last thing is the lug nut. So in your garage, if you didn't have an impact gun, you can also just from a normal wrench. That is more easier to get that. You can also get from the NAPA and really cheap one, much cheaper than this one. So what do we do first? We need to go release the lug nut screw first. So install the lug nut. You can find this one screw have a different shape with that. That is the lug nut screw. We just turn it in, release that. Yeah, but we don't need to turn it all the way out. But so without the impact gun, we can also do with the wrench. What we need to do is just release the screws here, but don't release them whole out. Just do them. That's good. Easily. Just release them and make sure that they stay on the wheels. For how to find it with the checkpoint of your car, read with the car manual. Here is the manual for my car, and it will show recording where is the jack holes. Make sure you can find that before you're checking the car because the jack will have some damage for the car's bodies for that, and you don't want to have that. So like what we did here, we already found the jack holes for that. So at here we will jack the car up. So now make sure the tire is going to leave off the ground and to have some space to work, and that is fine. After checking up the cars, make sure the car's wheels is already lifted off from the floor, but some conditions you may need a second jack to make sure both the front and the rear wheels are going lifted up. But if you have a jack stand, it's just short enough, but for ours one it's a little bit higher, but your jack can get a higher level, you can just put the jack stand under the car to hold the car body, and then remove with the jack to the back to make sure that both the front and the rear wheel going to lift up from the floor. After remove all the screws of the tires, first make sure they are in a safe place, and then lift the tire up, and here's the front one. We need it to the back. For the back one, we move it to the front. Okay, and then find the screws. Tightest by your hand in the first run. and then use a wrench, or you have the air jack. Tighten the screws in the second round, but make sure the screws will be not too tight. You still need to torque them, so just a little bit. After snug all the screws on the wheels from the front and rear, we need to release the jack down, and then we'll use the torque wrench to do the torque. After release the jack off, and you need to find your manual again and then check what is the torque, how many torques that you need to. And here we need 65 to 79. And then with the torque wrench, we need to find the value that we want in here. Sometimes we'll have a different operation way, but we do is to twitch it and find the value that we want. So here we just choose the value here, we'll set, and then do the torque. If this torque is high, you will see here's a click. It means it's just going to hit the values here. Okay, and the lock nut. Okay, good. So here, the tire rotation, you finish the front and the rear one. The rear is the same step. After that, they are all set. Over that is the one side of the tire rotation. On the other side, they are the same steps. After you've done all the works, tire rotation works all done. Thank you for watching our video today, and we hope that you were able to learn something from it. We'd like to give thanks to our sponsors, NAPA Auto Parts, for providing the parts that we were using for the tutorials, and Gopher Motorsports for the support. To learn more about our sponsors, check the links provided below in the description. If you need further information from the video, you can check out the PDF outlines that I provided in the description below. Please give us feedback on how we did on these videos by clicking on the Google survey link provided in the description as well. Thank you.